frame between the 9th of April to the 10th, just 24-hour window between the 9th of April to the 10th of April to enroll students. As per our estimates, my lords, 24,000 and odd students have got onto the bandwagon of this exam. Now imagine, my lords, 15th of March 2024. What happens subsequently, my lords, is somebody for the betterment or who has some understanding with the NTA gets a window open on the 8th of April or the 9th and the 10th. Unknown to all, this window is open, my lords, and let open at 10 in the night on the 8th of April. 10 in the night of the 8th of April, if a window has been opened, my lords, and 24,000 and odd students have got onto this bandwagon of this exam, my lords, the fact that today I do not have a good rank today is itself reason for the fact that, my lords, I have been trampled upon by 24,000 and odd students who have no business to be in this exam altogether, because they have not shown the they have not shown the vigilance required of them to have filled up the forms when the forms were first brought out up till the 16th of February, 16th of March. That's my submission.
My lords, may I seek your permission to also address the issue of question number 19? We are contesting the fact that by deeming fiction, when the NT chose to say that. My lords, item number 4. Yes, my lords. My lords, my submission is this. A question is set by the NTA that is ex facie ambiguous. The petitioner herein is a hardworking child who has got 711 marks. She is ranked 317. Apart from this ambiguous question, there is only one other question that she has gotten wrong.
Candidates who are good candidates who did not stem the question.
Yes.
They don't get those 4 marks.
They don't. And
if you got the 4 marks, you have gone up from 711 to 750.
I would in fact be in the top 100 marks of this examination, my lords. And currently I'm at rank 317, and this is going to, if in the top 400 marks there's a difference of, let's say, 200 odd ranks, my lords can very well imagine what the ranking is going to look like for 1,08,000.
YouTube video down.
For 1 lakh. that has two correct answers, you rely on one. But my lord, what they're forgetting is, I do not know till after the question paper whether they're going to treat the 2019 NCERT edition as the correct one or the one prior to it. I'm not aware of that. So therefore, I cannot make the determination that there are two correct answers. Therefore, I have no instruction. I cannot assume that the NTA is going to, after the exam, choose to say that it was right that you could have marked either of those. It is by deeming fiction that they decided that children have come and said that we are using books of our elder siblings and therefore we shouldn't be held responsible for it. We're using old editions. Please give us this grace mark. And then the NTA makes that decision. And therefore, if I cannot rely on any instructions that have been given to me, and I rely on the fact that this is ambiguous, I decide to not attempt the question because there is negative marking. I know that each mark in this question could mean hundreds of ranks for me. And again, I reiterate the fact that I have only one question wrong apart from this ambiguous question in my attempt. I have done extremely well. Just to take my submission forward, my lord, I will not hold my lords for very long. There is
just one question wrong apart from this one.
Apart from this, my lords, I am at rank 317 after the revised rank has come. I am likely to be in the top 100 ranks if I am given 4 marks and I go up to 715, and there will be others who will also move up in rank. My Lord, may I just submit one thing? My primary prayer is that this question should be deleted and therefore everyone will be marked out of 716 marks or out of 179 questions. But in the alternate, my Lord, if we were to go by the NTA's own rules, and therefore they are only supposed to consider what is in the newest edition of the NCERT as part of the syllabus, then those grace marks should not be offered. Then they should stick to the fact that only option 4 is the correct one, and then no one should get grace marks, and therefore the rules that they have themselves set can be met. And my lords, on my primary prayer though, can I just show my lords one judgment of this honorable court from 1983, my lords. My lords, it's 1983 for SCC 309.
What's the name of the case?
Kanpur University versus Samir Gupta, my lords.
At
Paragraph 18, my lords. And my lords, I'll briefly state the facts. This was
what is the principle which is laid down?
My lords, the principle was exactly this. This honorable court laid down that if prima facie it is determined that a question is ambiguous, then that question should not be considered as part of the examination, should be deleted, and should not be marked upon at all. This was a question also relating to a medical examination. This case also related to a medical.
Yeah, the question is not ambiguous.
Yes, Your Lordship.
What they could have really done was they could have said, look, only option 4 is the correct answer.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Because they got these representations saying that an earlier edition of the NCERT book has option.
Your Lordship, in 2019 itself, the change has been made, Your Lordship.
It was there. Earlier, the twisted violence, what they have stated on affidavit, Your Lordship, very clearly that 9 experts have finalized their answers thereafter. Thereafter, while So my lord, they have, same line.
But
I mean, arguing the
Let
same.
us finish, let us finish.
Yes.
So my lords,
So you are saying that, you should be given 4 marks. Alternately, if that is not possible, then delete that whole question for everybody.
yes, my lords. And if alternatively that is also not possible, then
Or treat option 4 as correct.
yes, because then
So at least then the number of people who will get that additional marks will be less.
lords, you can see in the top 70, the people who got 720, only 44 people will be
Your Lordship, there has been increase of 297% on rank 1 only because of this bonus marking that has been done by NTA.
My lords are well aware of that. That there is going to be a huge change in the ranking. 44 students who got 720 is because of this question.
Your Lordship, there might be
44, right? Out of 61.
Your Lordship, if to consider that rank 1 is aiming to go to AIMS Delhi, if there are 50 odd seats, it is very highly not possible for even rank 1 students to get a admission in that seat, Your Lordship.
Specifically for the petitioner herein, my lords, it's the difference between whether she gets into the top 2 colleges of this country or not.
So the alternate prayer is that look, treat only option 4 as the correct answer.
As per your rules, and that is fine.
What do the rules say?
The rules say that the latest edition of the NCERT is going to be treated as the syllabus for NEET.
In the same point, the NCERT syllabus is very clear. It gives a rationalized textbook on its website. It says that the contents which are irrelevant in the present context, the present edition is a reformatted version after carrying out the changes given above. The present textbook uploaded in PDF form are rationalized textbooks. These were rationalized for the session 2022-2023 and will continue from 2023 to 2024. So, Your Lordship, this same fact has been stated in 2019 edition as well. So, if we are going backwards in 28 and considering that a student who has studied in 2018 is giving the examination, so the student has to be aware of the latest developments that are taking place. Also, there have been circulation of fact that the study material provided by all these coaching institutes, they themselves are referring to 2018 editions. I have certain copies, but Your Lordship, I'm not going on that fact. But the student has to be aware of the latest development that is taking place.
Arguing that either delete this entire question and grade all students out of 716.
Yes.
Alternately, if you're not doing that, then only option 4 should be treated as
Your Lordship, in my case, I have answered the question correctly. I have answered point for the option 4 as the right answer.
I was saying that treat only option 4 as
Yes, Your Lordship, because the question is not ambiguous, Your Lordship.
the difference between your learned friend and you is he didn't answer the question at all.
Yes, Your
You
Lordship.
answered, but you answered correctly question.
Yes, Your Lordship.
So you're both saying treat our question 4 only as a correct
Yes, Your
answer.
Lordship.
In her case, the benefit will be that the number of people who get the 4 marks will be less.
Yes, sir.
In your case, you have answered the question.
Yes.
You want the exclusion of those who gave option 2. Right?
Yes.
To bring more clarity, my lord, I have filed an affidavit in this regard and I've clarified.
What did you answer?
I have correctly answered, my lord.
4 or option 2 or 4?
In my answer paper, option 3 was correct. That is, there
No,
are
what did you answer? Which option did you give?
correct answer I have answered, my lord. That is a
Correct is what? There were 2 correct answers now.
no, my lord. Only one correct answer was given. My lord, what happened here? Can I clarify? Only one.
Tell us, did you answer option 2 or option 4?
My lord, there are 4 options. I have correct. My lord, correct.
You answered 3.
Answer 3. That is correct one. That is correct one.
We are left with
That is, I can.
only 1 is left now. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
He says 4. He says.
My lord,
He said,
My lord,
if it's to us, we might even come to the conclusion that option 1 was the correct
my
option.
lord, no, my lord, it is not. I have filed the document.
My lord,
Can you give me 2 minutes? My lord,
Let me
clarify.
clarify.
My lord, kindly 2
My lord,
minutes.
this question has different options as treated as
Sequence is different.
because there are different question papers where this same question is a different question number, and then the options are also differently numbered.
Yes.
So that for him, option 4 is option 3.
Yes. My lord,
Hence the confusion.
my lord, correct, request, my lord.
The option that will change.
Yes, sir. Option also. Correct. My lord, kindly see
So
here.
he's on the same.
These are the same one as ma'am.
My lord, kindly see page number 13 of my additional paperwork. My lord, I have filed the documents on the record.
Maybe 3.
I have.
Yeah.
Question.
4 maybe that.
4 maybe 3. Yes, correct. Well, at least it what?
See, both your learned friends have done the arguing for you. Just sit, sail with them. That's all.
Well, you. Well, only.
Let them push the oars. It will be
Yes,
better.
well,
You might actually.
Well, deletion would not be with my lord.
Both your learned young friends have made very well.
Well, can I request only one thing, man? Page number 19 and 20. We
They
have
might spoil your case and their case as well.
no. This page number 19 and 20, my lord. We have filed the NCERT textbook also, where it has been mentioned that which is correct one in 2023. My lord, the correct one is mentioned. Therefore, my lord, the answer it was given earlier, first time published is the correct answer.
Same, my lord. It's the same argument.
Same argument. That question 4 was the option 4.
It is in my case.
I don't know. Option 3.
Yes, my
That's
lord.
what he's also then identity to what you are.
Yes. And well, ranking is very important factor, my lord. We have our practitioners have got 700, 680, 682.
So this question 90 is a problem, and these are all genuine truths because see, the point is both your young friends have made a very powerful argument that they say that the instructions are that you must go by the latest version. Now, option 4 is technically according to you the correct version. You pick up that as your key.
Correct.
Now, you decided to accept option 2 based on the fact that the 2019 edition of the NCERT book had what is option 2. They are saying that, look, option 4 being the correct answer, both of them they are arguing basically on the same line. The first learner, Suriti Chaudhary, he argues that, look, though I didn't answer it, don't give those who answered option 2 full mark. Your other, ma'am, what's her name?
Isha Singh.
Isha is arguing that, look, I answered that. How can you give somebody who answered option 2?
I understood.
There, I think they may have a point.
They have but the fallacy will be this, in the first argument, those who have not answered. Incidentally, she happens to be a candidate who is falling within first 100, possibly.
But a possible answer to what Suriti argued, which is that if you don't answer the question, the assumption is that you don't know the answer.
Exactly. Otherwise, this benefit will go. Otherwise, this benefit will go to.
She argued that, look, as a responsible student, I found that there was an ambiguity, that question 2 and question 4, rather than get a negative mark, I decided not to.
I have understood that submission, that argument of my learned friend. It's a very catchy argument. But suppose, my lord, she happens to be having 700 plus. But suppose I am having only 50 marks. And I did not answer because I did not know the answer. Then, my lord, if we go by the general rule that then delete all the answers, or those who were very confident and knew about the new rule.
Or her alternate argument, the first argument is that delete the entire question.
Yes.
The second alternate argument is that even if you allot questions, don't give me any marks. He said, I'm out on that question because I didn't attempt it. I didn't know. But give 4 marks only to those who gave option 4 is the correct answer. Because her argument is, okay, I don't get anything in this. But by giving 4 marks to those who give option 2, you are actually increasing the number of people who got full marks. That is the area which the alternate argument is something which is very important.
I'll try and answer.
And even they have changed the answer also subsequently.
And that is made very clear in the case of Isha's client, because there, it's unlike the first case, our client answers that question and answers correctly. So both these candidates will, if they are right, then the number of people above them will come down in casting. And
What we have considered is this.
that's the point we have to consider. We'll get you on this. That's the one point we have to consider.
But otherwise, my immediate answer is, we are not dealing with a situation where out of two, one answer is wrong and one answer is.
So why did NTA eventually come to the conclusion that we will give full marks for option 2 also?
The reason is both were
Already has that the most elements are stable and emit characteristic spectrum. Spectrum. But what is surprising is the old booklet, that is 2018 or backward, is not even available in the market, Your Lordship.
no, that is available. Some case, we will examine.
Lordship, I am a student from EWS. And I have the
The problem is, suppose we accept their argument and we say that anybody who answered option 2 couldn't get any marks. None of those students are here.
Problem.
My lord, you just say
it would reshuffle
5 marks. 5 marks, a very substantial difference.
4 plus 1.
Somebody would make it because 44 out of 61 students.
And those who have,
all those 44 students will not only go down from 720, they'll get from 720, they'll go come to 715.
and those who have not answered, not because they were brilliant, but because they were not answering, they would be benefited.
In the sense that those who answered option 2 will go out of the frame.
my lords, if we were to do this equitably,
Frame. Answer 2 is both statement 1 and statement 2 are correct. Right? That means both are correct.
Your Lord,
Both 2 and 4. 2 and 4.
Let me examine.
Just examine. Because you have to take either option 2 or option 4. How can we
Both can't be true.
Both can't. They can't survive. They can't exist.
Prima facie, that appears.
they can't. My lords,
With my Lord's kind permission,
in item 3. It can vary from.
with my Lord's kind permission, may I get to appear in item number 3.21?
Your Lordship, the provisional answer key had option 4 as the right answer.
Right.
It's only subsequent to the challenge.
Was what was shown in the older edition.
Yes.
May be correct also. We do not know, my lord. Right now I can't say, my lord.
Your Lordship,
my lord, sign.
Technically, my lord, it's not our subject. Maybe it is correct. So it may be.
The experts,
Yes. We have the report of the expert also.
Mr. Sundar, did the Experts say that actually 2 is the correct answer.
I have not seen. You
That's
must,
what they said.
Initially, first answer key has shown option 2 only correct, sir. It is the difference of the question number. And later on, 2 options of the revision.
And at page 21, paras 21, my lord, they say that factual reports
क्या हुआ? स्कूल में सब मुझे छोटी छोटी कह के चिढ़ाते हैं। तुम कहाँ छोटी हो? तुम तो इतनी बड़ी हो और स्ट्रांग भी तो हो ना।
छोटी को बनाइए ज्यादा स्ट्रांग और उसकी चोटी को क्लिनिक प्लस का मिल्क प्रोटीन और मल्टीविटामिन फॉर्मूला बालों को दे जड़ से पोषण और बनाए मजबूत। क्लिनिक प्लस।
कार तो काफी डैमेज हो गई।
नो प्रॉब्लम, मैंने पॉलिसी बाजार को बुला लिया। सर, कार का रिपेयर और क्लेम सेटलमेंट सब हम संभाल लेंगे।
इतनी जल्दी? काफी महंगा कार इंश्योरेंस लिया होगा।
काफी सेव किया पॉलिसी बाजार से।
पॉलिसी बाजार पे कार इंश्योरेंस कंपेयर करके 8,000 रुपए तक बचा।
So the answer, correct answer would have to be 4.
I did submitted in 3.
Yes.
I did not be able to.
So possibly the earlier books mentioned a wrong answer.
They mentioned the wrong.
That's
And it can't be that both answers are treated as correct because there is an internal inconsistency between option 2 and option. One can't survive with the other.
exactly that's
Both
what I
can survive
say.
together.
That as a layman, I feel both can't coexist. Both can't be true.
You see, normally you take 2 options as correct, where possibly both options are the correct answer. Now, in a situation like this, there is obviously an internal inconsistency between option 2 and 4. Both can't survive together. That's the problem. But I'll tell you what is worrying us also. I mean, that now 4,20,000 students have got the benefit of what you have done.
And based upon the book printed and continued to remain
They
printed,
don't have much of a case because your rules say that you have to go back.
Yes, sir. Yes, your lordship.
I think there is no such rule, my lord. I am told, subject to verification.
We just check
There is
that
no
out. You
such-
can also sit with the officers in the meeting and
Yes,
tell us.
I will.
And as I appear in 3.3,
I have 3.34, my lord. In the,
To make a short submission.
where the writ petition was filed by the student, 3.34, my lord, if my lord may kindly grant it. My lord may kindly grant it. The students of Jovai and Riboi,
So you got the wrong question paper.
wrong question paper, then they were, right question papers were circulated, which resulted in a time lag of.
But according to the LTA, loss of time was compensated. No?
Lord, that is what I wanted to show. We were not given any compensatory marks, nor we were permitted to appear in the re-examination which was conducted for 1,563 students. And if my lord may kindly have my additional documents, IA number 133878 of 2020.
Lord, Mr. Wilson, it's a slightly different case. You can take instructions.
Manoj, sir, I am a 3.20.
3.34. My learned solicitor.
Manoj,
I am a period in 3.3 and 3.16.
I want to show two pages. Just
Now, what is your grievance?
it is regarding Manoj that we say that a re-NEET should be happen. Manoj.
Sorry?
A retest should be happen. Manoj. Grievance is that Manoj.
On what?
On Manoj, I have 2 pages. Manoj.
Now,
my IA.
They are tell us how many lawyers are asserting a retest should be happening now. No, apart from those who have argued. So, those who are saying a retest should be happening, give us a 1-page, half-page written submission on why the retest should happen. Email it to the court master by this evening. All right.
We I mentioned one earlier regarding that question only, but I on the district board today also, but we all see upon this. Why I have again so considered on the similar like
Not where I mentioned item 3.2.
Then item 3.6.
I don't item I am saying NTA option that will go.
That's
Not there. Lord, may I? May I have kind permission to mention item 3.24, my lord? Please. Right hand something and the entire. Item 3.
Point right now, you can ask the director IIT to appoint a board of experts. They'll take 5 minutes to give us a correct answer, right? And from the Department of Chemistry. And by tomorrow evening, they can tell us which is the correct answer.
May I respond 10:30 tomorrow? Let me just examine if there is a possible solution. Otherwise, my lords.
But that direction would imply that my argument for NEET is gone.
No, that is without reduce to your argument. Just on this argument, we keep people are making. We are considering that. We are going to hear arguments on the other side. Otherwise, what happens is, after we decide that, then again to do this exercise will be too long. So simultaneously, we can do this.
I can leave it to your options. I can otherwise respond at 10:30.
Will you just put it once more whether the quality that they are stealing the child?
That's the way, sir.
Well, may not, I'm suggesting, I will either way not have difficulty. Instead of a committee, it can even be a one person. That's all. But it's not something great for an expert. It can't.
Question number 19. At the NEET. Question. Do not give the number.
Yes, because they put only question on atoms in physics. Q3.
One of the questions at the NEET UG 2024 examination read as follows.
Well, in item 4, it's the question is at page 22, if that assists much.
33,
You'll have to give the number of the matter so that.
Page 23, my lord. And the question is at page 24.
Yeah, it should be page 23.
Yes.
In order to resolve as indicated above, four options were indicated in the question as way, of which students had to select one option as their answer. Full stop. In order to resolve the issue as regards the correct answer to the above question, we are of the considered view that an expert opinion should be sought from IIT Delhi. So we request the director of IIT Delhi to constitute
any senior professor of the subject. I think it's physics paper.
It's also interrelations to
director at IIT Delhi to constitute a team of, let there be a team of 3 experts. A team of 3 experts who will be in a position who may do something of the subject concerned. The expert team constituted by the director that is requested to formulate its opinion on the correct option for the above question and to remit its opinion to the registrar to the secretary of this court, preferably by 12 noon on the registrar general is requested to communicate a copy of this order to the director IIT Delhi for that expeditious action.
Today itself.
Today itself, so that expeditious action can be taken. Expeditious steps for the preparation of the opinion and be taken as stated above.
Also add that this was without prejudice to the contentions of the other side. Otherwise, it would be deemed meaningless.
But we did not tell IIT Delhi that it is without prejudice.
In the order, in the order.
Look, let's not confuse the academic experts by all these linguistic experts without prejudice. This is an understanding we have told Mr. Huda that for us it's without prejudice.
Shall we
please decide a retest for the entire nation that this
is of course.
But instead of deciding that first, then making a reference, we do it simultaneously.
Can we place our report before them if they need any?
No, that's why we have not even said, what happened, etc. Because then they get confused on what exactly. Let them give us that one correct answer.
Can I mention we have filed 6 intervention application in 369 petition number. That may be allowed and we may be permitted to file a short
Grateful.
Grateful.